Once a man went to Gautam Buddha and said, Buddha, I have often heard people say that we become what we think, so I want to know from you how our life is related to our thoughts. Has happened and to what extent our thoughts affect our lives. Buddha said it is true that a man becomes what he thinks. Whatever thought we keep in our mind for a long time and keep thinking about it again and again, we go on becoming like that. People build themselves by the thoughts they constantly think about in their minds. A person's character is also shaped by his thoughts. If the thoughts are good, then the character will also be pure, and if the thoughts were second, then the character will also become bad. If you look carefully, you will find that every aspect of your life is related to some or the other thought of yours. Whatever you are today, you are because of your thoughts. Whether your thoughts are good or bad, they are making your life in one way or the other, either good or bad. Our character becomes the same as we think. Just as a tree cannot grow without a healthy seed, in the same way, a person cannot become successful without good thoughts and good character. And if his thoughts are negative, then he will turn his life in the wrong direction. Similarly, we sow many seeds in our life through our thoughts and deeds, and the result of that seed can either give us sorrow or happiness. If we had sown the seeds of positive thoughts, then we would get success and happiness. But if the seeds sown were of negative thoughts, then we would get failure and unhappiness. The people whom you consider successful and great did not reach here just like that. He had formed his character in such a way by keeping control over his thoughts, and on the strength of this character only he could touch this height of greatness. Then in reality the thoughts you have inside you will remain the same outside. If you have anger, jealousy, and hatred for others inside you, you will get the same outside. You will find such people who will do the same to you. But if you have love, peace, and compassion inside, you will go on becoming like that, and you will get the same outside as well. And people who have such thoughts get both respect and love. Man himself is the creator of his life. He can make it as well as spoil it. Man builds his character, builds his society, and builds his destiny through his actions and thoughts. The person said, But Buddha, how can I improve myself through my thoughts? Buddha said, if you want to improve yourself, first start paying attention to the thoughts going on inside you. You have to watch carefully what you are thinking throughout the day. Somewhere in your mind, you are sowing hatred towards people and cultivating them throughout the day. You just have to pay attention to whether you are going towards good or evil. When you will understand well that good thoughts or bad thoughts run in your mind, only then you can make a big positive change in your way of thinking. Will you be able to bring? There is a never-ending treasure inside you. You don't know what you can do. What an amazing power you can get. You must have heard about many great warriors and great people. Even if you do not believe in their powers, you will have to accept that there is no smoke without fire. There must have been something in them because of which so much has been written and said about them. So who were those people whom the world worshipped as great warriors and great ideals? If we think a little deeper, then these were the people who recognized the never-ending treasure within themselves. He kept practicing every day, improving himself, helping people, doing good for everyone, and he became great and immortal in the world. The Buddha further said the human mind can be compared to a garden. Just as to keep a garden clean and beautiful, weeds growing in it have to be removed from time to time. Water has to be given daily, the plant has to be taken care of. Similarly, we have to take care of our minds to keep them positive and beautiful. Negative thoughts have to be continuously removed from this, and positive thoughts have to be given place. For this, we have to keep ourselves away from emotions like fear, anxiety, hatred, and jealousy, and for this, we have to pay constant attention to the thoughts going on inside us. The thoughts that arise inside any person and his character depend to a large extent on the environment around him and his circumstances. But it does not mean that if a person's situation is bad, then his thoughts will always be bad. One can change them by paying attention to his thoughts, and as soon as that person's thoughts change, his character and his way of working will change. You will change. Just any person has to learn all these things slowly. One has to understand the way thoughts work. First of all, you have to believe that whatever work the other person can do, you can also do it. You just need to practice again and again for this. Need to learn new things. As your thinking changes, your circumstances will also keep changing. Whatever thoughts you keep putting in your mind in the form of seeds will gradually start showing in your character and your actions. And once that thought takes root inside you, nothing can stop you from being successful. But if that seed I thought is negative, then no one can save you even from failure. That's why there is a need to be very aware of your thoughts and how you are putting thoughts into yourself. Always remember one thing: we don't get what we want, but we get what we are. And we are our thoughts. That's why to wish and keep thinking good about that wish continuously. Let's try to fulfill it. There are completely different things because every person has a desire, but very few people are able to constantly think positively about that education and work hard to get it. That's why if you want to change your circumstances, then you have to change yourself first, because most people want to change their circumstances, but they don't want to change their way of thinking and working, and if people remain like this, then their circumstances will never change. The person said, "What effect do our thoughts have on our body?" Buddha said, "Our body is the slave of our mind. Whatever we think first affects our body." You must have seen that people who worry too much, are afraid, they fall ill very quickly. Along with this, people who are jealous of others and always keep thinking negatively also fall into the grip of mental and physical illness very soon, and if you keep such thoughts, then the same will happen to you. On the contrary, people who are always happy, think well of others, and always have the idea of staying healthy, then their energy also becomes the same, and the positive effect of this energy first falls on their body because the mind of the person it's cool. The disease of that person's body ends on its own. Whether we will be healthy or sick depends on the environment and circumstances around us as well as on our thoughts. A weak and sick thought makes our body also weak and sick. You must have seen around you that the people who are most afraid of getting sick are the people who fall sick the most. This fear has taken the lives of lakhs of people. On the contrary, those who think well of their body, feel themselves healthy and strong, and whose thoughts are pure, their body also becomes like that. Our body is just a tool, and our mind controls this tool. Just as good food is necessary for our body, similarly, good thinking is also very important for our body. As soon as your thoughts are pure, its first effect will be seen on your body. A pure and positive mind will never let you eat bad food. That's why first of all keep your mind safe. Then this mind will keep your body safe from every disease. If a sick and weak person wants to make his body completely healthy, then he should first make his thoughts and mind healthy. He should be in touch with nature. One should live in the sunlight and not think negatively about one's body even for a moment. The health he wants, he must feel himself to be and have full faith that he can become. The person said, Buddha, now you tell me how our thoughts affect our goals. Buddha said, until your goal is not connected with your thoughts, you cannot get success. The meaning of the saying is that every day you can think of a new thing to think that today I have to become this. Tomorrow I have to become this, or later I have to become something else. But unless you set yourself a goal, you cannot do any great work, because the law is that whatever we do it again and again. In the same work, we can achieve some amazing success, and if you keep changing your goal every day, then you will not reach anywhere. That's why there should be a definite goal in your life, and you should try to fulfill that goal with full hard work and dedication. One has to concentrate on his goal, otherwise, your thoughts will be scattered, and it may be that once you become successful, in the beginning, you do not have any name of success, then your mind starts thinking that this work is easy by looking at others. When he can be successful in this work, then I can also be successful and earn good money and name, and it is possible that even after failing in this work, you run away to the other side, and while doing this, you do many things, but maybe you cannot be successful in anything. That's why first of all you have to decide one thing. Only then will your thoughts be able to focus on one task. Now that goal of yours can be anything. Whether it is to get mental peace or to become rich, but remember the goal is that thing which can center your thoughts in one direction. If you are repeatedly failing to achieve your goal, it does not mean that you cannot achieve it, but it means that your way of achieving your goal is wrong. You have to change your thinking and your way of working. If you do this, you will learn slowly and reach your goal. Never fear failure. If you want to achieve something big, then you have to be very strong from the inside, because no matter what you do, people will often try to make you weak and discouraged with their words. So if you are afraid, then you will not be able to achieve success in any of your goals, because fear destroys your every simple hope, and your every thought will only be limited to your fear, and fear will ultimately destroy you. Will make you physically and mentally ill. Later on, you will understand what a big mistake you have made in realizing this false fear of yours, and then it will be very difficult for you to get yourself out of that situation. That's why first of all make a goal so that your thoughts can be concentrated towards it. After that, don't be afraid even if you fail again and again, because it is only a part of achieving the goal, and have full faith that you will definitely succeed, and one day you will be. The person said, what is the relationship between Buddha's thoughts and peace of mind? Buddha said, peace of mind is a treasure, which even 1% of the people of the world cannot achieve, and the one who has achieved this treasure is the luckiest person in this world. He stands out in the crowd of people. As easy as it sounds to say, it is actually not that easy. Peace of mind can only be achieved through self-control over a long period of time. When a person understands himself and the world, understands the difference between attachment and love, when emotions like hate, fear, and jealousy are removed from him, then only then can a person find true peace of mind. And this is also the ultimate goal of every human being. A calm person from the inside can control himself even in the worst situation. No one else has as much mental power as a calm person. A calm person means a person whose mind is completely calm, because as soon as your mind is calm, all your thoughts will be calm, and then only you will be able to feel how powerful your mind really is. As soon as you get peace of mind, you will feel that your mental power has increased so much that now everything has become easy for you. Wherever you are, in whatever situation you are, you will start accepting yourself. You will always be happy, and if you want to achieve this situation, then you will have to start with your thoughts. By controlling your thoughts, and you can achieve this control over your thoughts only and only through meditation. After saying this, you became wise and meditated, and that person also bowed down to him and went away.